So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back there to Philly. Here we go.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back that up.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught by Parker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now it's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He'll buy some time right, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Jackson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. And they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Cleveland. More from Cleveland after this. And taken right at the 35. 31 yards on the punt there. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A dump off to Smallwood. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mayfield looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Oh, had to get it out quickly. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. And the Ravens are in for 6.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep from... And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check, Patriot! Patriot!
Mayfield on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Detroit!
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run. This is Kamara. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit!
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mayfield now on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They run. It's Kamara. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, Jackson looking long for Westbrook. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Wendell Smallwood hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run it again with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson now, dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They go play action now. Jackson looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot.
Oh, this is blocked. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. On the ground, Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's a toss coming right, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Parker that time, and now it's second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, the win for them is